out. Who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. And he's dragged down.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. Rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the move. Maybe a crease. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
We're all tied up, and they'll try to get it right back. They're going for an onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Oh, they're faking it. Turns it loose. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. He takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quickly complete. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Flips it out to the back. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a two-possession game.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were...
Field goal units not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering him downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. Turning it on! And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Quick release by the QB. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And the Utes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Pulls it in, it's Gray. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Utah! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him, if you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Breaks into the open. Pass to 50. The 30, past the 20, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
He'll bring it out. It's Bray. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to
intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself on the draw. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They want to run this quarterback. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Goes high to pull it in. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Dampier. With the catch, it's Simmons. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Unleashes to the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. He'll be knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. Not sure that's going to matter except to his statistics as we are seconds away from halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers. Makes the grab in their space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are... Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. He's going to be stopped a yard or two short of the 20. It'll bring up fourth down and decision time.
Really nice job in execution there on that third down through the passing game. All of a sudden now you've got a decision to make because you're in field goal range. But do you have the confidence to leave your offense out there to pick this first down up and go looking for a touchdown? This is a big decision right here for the head coach.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up.
Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And he added the extra point. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Utes are in the hurry-up. Just a quick, rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunk.
Oh, he's got some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. On the move. It's a seam wide open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And right down the middle. Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Jukes his way for more. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got some room, it was over.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Fires to the right. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Rebels want to move quickly.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Frazier. A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the back. Handoff for Frazier. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Steps away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Wants to keep it in the air. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. It's caught. He will be stopped. Couldn't turn the corner, and the defense makes the play.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap. Picks up the first down. Maybe some room here. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And the extra point was good. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
To throw, it's Dampier. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Finds the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Utes moving quickly to the line. Snap from the gun on third down. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go with Parker. Turning it on. The 20. 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, but this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to...
Could be an alley. The 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard. The rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Here's a give to Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. This is a designed run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20.
Here we go.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and short, they're giving it to the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lindsey. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Looking to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds a crease at the 20. Breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And the Utes will hustle to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Sends it back in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2. They're still down huge, but just working on execution. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little screen to the running back. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He's looking downfield to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
A run for the quarterback. There's some room. They're going to try to really stick it to him and rub it in with another score here. And that is how we will wrap this one up. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys.